Hey guys, so yesterday I went and saw the movie Southpaw. Apologize for this being a day late. I kind of forgot about it, I'm not gonna lie, about doing this review. I had to go to work very early today, and I kind of went to bed early because of that. Pretty much right after I came back from the movie theater. Um, this is a movie that, this is one of those weeks that there wasn't really much out that interested me other than Southpaw. It's one of those. It was just a kind of a given that I would go see this movie. It's a it's from the filmmaker Antoine Fuqua. I know I'm probably saying his name wrong. I apologize. He's the guy who's made movies like Training Day. Pretty much his claim to fame. He's also made Olympus Has Fallen and The Equalizer, the most recent movie he's made. I up to this point I've enjoyed all of the movies he's made, especially Training Day. Olympus Has Fallen is a guilty pleasure of mine, and The Equalizer was a lot of fun. Like I said, I enjoyed the hell out of most of his films, and also Jake Gyllenhaal is one of my favorite actors around today. He's one of those guys. He's gonna win an Oscar sometime fucking soon. I'm determined that he will. He's like one of the best actors, young actors, along with people like Leonardo DiCaprio that have not won an Oscar yet, and it's like dumbfounding to me. Especially last year when he did that amazing performance in Nightcrawler and didn't even get fucking nominated. That shows you how much a fucking joke Oscars are. I could get in a discussion about that for a while. But, yeah, because Nightcrawler was amazing. If you haven't seen Nightcrawler, go fucking see that. He was amazing in that. And this movie looked like it was going to be interesting. I only got, like, a couple commercials here and there in front of the movies, like very short previews in front of the movies I saw, and also I got like a million commercials for this while I was at my house. I've seen so many damn commercials for this thing. I was like, this looks like it'll be pretty good. It looks harmless. It looks like it'll be an entertaining set. Yeah, it was. It's pretty much the best I could say. Yeah, it was. It was pretty good. It wasn't like a great Oscar-worthy movie that could have been, but it was a pretty decent film. It was a pretty good film. The acting in this movie is really good. Really, really good. Particularly fucking Jake Gyllenhaal. What a shock. He's amazing in this movie. Him playing a very dark, brooding character is amazing. Like when when he plays characters that make him delve into his dark side of his personality, he's great. Again, look at fucking Nightcrawler. He was a fucking sociopath. He was amazing in that. In this movie, he's a very dark person. It's going for a dark time. As spoiler alert, his wife gets killed. If you don't know, if you haven't seen the trailer, you notice from the trailer. It happens in the first maybe 20 minutes. His wife gets killed. She's basically his Adrian to his Rocky. If something were to happen, or basically the way I compared it was like if something would have happened to Adrian in one of the Rocky movies, even though she did die and was dead in the fifth one. Rocky probably would have been in the same fucking boat. He would have been just going take a steep downslope into depression and shit like that. It's really interesting. It's a great comeback story. He's being Jake Gyllenhaal. This role will be given to Jake Gyllenhaal. You get behind this guy and want to see him succeed and get his kid back and all that shit like that. It's interesting. It's a really good movie. I really did. His performance was amazing. Really, really good. And a lot of people have been commending his performance in this movie. I'm glad. Even the people that didn't like this movie that much think his performance was amazing. I liked Forrest Whitaker in this movie. Honestly, I like Forrest Whitaker most of the damn time. He's just one of those really good actors out, who's pretty much can do is good on almost anything he does. He's, you know, he's the guy that gives Jake Gyllenhaal his job, a job at his gym, to basically, so he can, and also trains him to go back into the ring, and he's pretty good in that movie. I like Forrest Whitaker a lot in this movie too. Rachel McAdams is in this movie very briefly. Like I said, she's only in the movie for the first 20 minutes. She's pretty good in this movie for what she's in it. And who's also want to talk about? Damn it! Oh, 50 Cent is the promoter, Jake Gyllenhaal's promoter, that basically abandons him when he hits rock bottom and goes with another boxer. And 50 Cent, I can kind of believe 50 Cent in this role. 50 Cent hasn't been a very good actor up to this point. I mean, I can actually kind of believe him in this role because, you know, he's kind of a sleazy kind of guy. I liked it. I thought he was alright. I thought he was fine in this movie. Like I said, it's, well, yeah, like, the best thing I can commend this movie is it is, you know, really well acted, but at the same time it is very by the numbers, a by the numbers boxing movie if you've ever seen one. It's the underdog story, if you, like every underdog story you've ever seen. I heard somebody say it's not a boxing movie. I'm like, yes, it is a boxing movie. You can't call it whatever you want to call it. It's a boxing movie. I don't care what you say. It is a boxing movie. It is a sports movie. It has all the sports movie, boxing movie cliches I've ever seen in my entire life. It's the underdog story that you've seen a million damn times. It's not. It's a. And but when I say that, I want to clarify. It is still a good movie. You can still be a cliched as hell, by the numbers film and still be very good. What was that movie, McFarland USA? It was a really good movie, but it was so fucking predictable. This movie's predictable as hell too. Like, you can pretty much predict how the movie is going to end. It's not a shocker. It's and then like, because I do find it funny, like, the end of this movie ends with a fight between Jake Gyllenhaal and the guy who's basically responsible for the death of his wife. And they're like, wow. Like, I was like, I knew it was going to go that route, but I was like, wow, that's kind of risky. Also, here's something I thought about while I was watching the movie. Like, how the hell did she get shot? I still don't know how the hell she got shot. I can't figure the fuck out. You barely briefly, like, that scene was very confusing and how it was shot. Like, I couldn't tell. Like, the only reason I knew there was a gun was that you hear a bang, and then they showed briefly someone holding a gun, but you don't fucking see who it was. And they're like, what the fuck is going on? Next thing you know, she's shot. And they're like, okay, that's very weird. But nobody else is. It's a very weird scene. That was a very, very, very weird scene. Damn it. I didn't understand it. What was that one thing that really... Oh, I thought it was very, very... I thought that was very, very stupid of them to say, hey, we know you're going for these hard times. You're going for this really dark period in your life. Hey, let's go back into the ring. That's what they basically do. Like, he goes right back, they make him go right back into the ring. And guess what? It doesn't end well for him or our particular referee. I'm like, that was kind of fucking stupid. I was like, you can tell this guy's not mentally all there. That's probably a dumb idea. I guess it does play into, like, 50 Cent's shadiness that they talk about. He is pretty shady in this movie. I don't think there's much else to talk about this movie. It's a good movie. It's well acted. Like I said, it is by the numbers. It's a by the numbers boxing movie. If you've ever seen one, like I said, blah blah blah. Go see it. It's definitely worth a sit. It's sit throughable. That's one of my new favorite phrases. I heard somebody describe a movie as sit throughable before. That's now one of my favorite new phrases. But yeah, it's sit throughable. That's my recommendation for this movie. It's like I said, it's a good movie. It's really well acted, especially by Jake Gyllenhaal. If you're like me, a big fan of Jake Gyllenhaal, you'll like this movie. His performance in this movie. As far as previews, a few new ones. A new trailer but it was also a very short trailer for that movie No Escape. I forgot that movie was fucking still happening. I thought that movie was already out. It's that one of Owen Wilson where him and his family moved to some part of Asia where there's like a war on the streets between the police and like a bunch of protesters, I think. I can't fucking remember. Or a gang or whatever the fuck it is. And they're caught right in the middle of it. It does look pretty intense. Still has one of my favorite moments in the whole in a trailer in a long fucking time, where Owen Wilson tosses his daughter from one roof to the other, and his wife just conveniently catches her. That was pretty fucking risky. That still makes me laugh. That is one of the funniest things I've seen in a long goddamn time. I don't know. I'm just really like between this and I also got like a behind the scenes look of The Man from U.N.C.L.E. Those are two movies. I swore those movies have come out by now. I'm just really surprised they haven't come out by now. It's like, what the hell? Like, they're still pending releases? What the fuck? It's like, these are movies I've been getting trailers for like 5 months now. Alright. I know I'm going to say this title wrong, so somebody can correct me on this. I know this is Spanish, so I fucking don't know. Cesario, I don't know what the hell. It's a movie espionage. No, it's not an espionage movie. It's a movie about a bunch of CIA agents trying to take down the Mexican drug cartel. It looks really interesting. It has Emily Blunt, Benicio del Toro, Josh Brolin's in it. It's from the guy that made Prisoners, which was a really good movie. This looks pretty interesting. Sicario, where the fuck how you ever say it, is from the trailer. What the trailer tells you, it means hitman in Spanish. So that's anybody wants to let me know what the hell how to say that. Let me know in the comments. I'm sorry, I probably butchered that in Antoine Fuqua. I know I'm butchering both those. And the last trailer I got was Bridge of Spies. It's a new Spielberg movie, which I didn't know there was going to be a new Spielberg movie this year. And it's about the Cold War. I can get behind that. It's starring Tom Hanks, where he has to try to negotiate the Soviet release of a prisoner of war, a guy whose plane was shot down over Russia, and who's an American, and he's trying to negotiate his release. He's a lawyer that is trying to do that, and I think he's like a business lawyer or something like that. It's very weird. It's like one of those. Spielberg's name's gonna sell that movie. I mean, Spielberg's name can pretty much sell anything. And it's what I had to think about this for a second. I was like, I'm trying to think. Was the last movie he directed War Horse? Damn. I was like, what the hell has he been doing for 4 years now? I'm really surprised he hasn't done a movie in 4 years. I'm happy he is, because I like Steven Spielberg. He is one of the best filmmakers out there. He is. He continues to be. I liked War Horse, and he also does some pretty good war movies too. It's basically an espionage movie though, more than a war movie, so that'll be kind of interesting. So that's it with previews and Southpaw, and I'll be back next. Oh fuck next week is I'm gonna be back Wednesday with Vacation. Oh, god damn it! I'll be doing a pre-screening of that, and also then be back next Friday with also a pre-screening of Mission Impossible not Ghost Protocol. That was the last movie. Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. I'm hearing actually some good things about it. So all right. I'll be back next week. I'll be back on Wednesday with vacation. Until then, I'll see you guys later.